What if the inflation you keep trying to calm is partly coming from a nutrient deficiency almost nobody checks? Not vitamin D, iron, or magnesium. I'm talking about glycine. And if you're over 40 with brain fog, poor sleep, joint stiffness, gut issues, or that tired but wired feeling, this missing amino acid could be one reason your body feels inflamed and can't fully recover. One thing I've learned both as a nurse and as a patient, sometimes the symptoms we blame on aging, stress, or just inflammation are signs that the body is missing the raw materials it needs to repair, detoxify, sleep, and regulate. So today, I'm breaking down 7 signs you may be low in glycine, why it matters so much after 40, and what you can start doing so you can stop blaming yourself and start supporting your body in a way that actually makes sense. Sign number one, your inflammation keeps coming back no matter what you try. You've cleaned up your diet, you've tried supplements, maybe you've cut gluten or dairy, and yet the puffiness, the stiffness, the low grade aching, it keeps showing back up. And nobody has a good explanation for why. Here's a piece most people are never told. Glycine is one of 3 amino acids in your body you need to produce glutathione. That's your master antioxidant, the one your body uses to neutralize oxidative stress and put a brake on inflammation. When glutathione production is low, your body has less capacity to resolve the inflammation it's fighting. From a functional medicine perspective, there's something called the glycine gap. The modern diet is high in methionine from muscle meat, but it's very low in glycine from the connective tissue and collagen rich foods our grandmothers cooked with regularly. That imbalance matters when your body is already carrying an autoimmune load. So the question isn't just what's triggering my inflammation, it's also, does my body have the raw materials to resolve it? And this next sign is one you want to hear closely because it's the one most people are told is just hormones. Sign number two, you fall asleep okay, but wake up in the middle of the night. Or you hit the pillow completely exhausted and still don't feel rested in the morning. Most women in this community blame sleep issues on hormones or cortisol. And yes, those do matter, but there's a direct role that glycine plays here that almost nobody talks about. And when I learned this, it changed how I looked at my own sleep. Glycine works as an inhibitory neurotransmitter. That means it has a calming effect on your nervous system. Research suggests that glycine may help lower your core body temperature slightly, which is part of what signals the brain to move into deep restorative sleep. It may also quiet the neural activity that keeps you in a lighter sleep stage instead of the deeper one, where the actual repair happens. For women over 40 whose nervous systems are already dysregulated from years of chronic stress, or autoimmune burden, this quieting effect matters more than you realize. If you've tried everything for sleep and still can't stay deep, glycine may be a piece worth looking at. But before we keep going, I want to quickly mention something because it really connects directly to what we're talking about here. And I only share things on my channel that I personally trust and use, or that fit the kind of support we talk about here. One of the most practical ways to get more glycine from real food is through bone broth. But most of us aren't simmering bones for 12 hours on a Tuesday. That's why I really like Paleo Valley's 100% grass fed bone broth protein. It's made from slow simmered grass fed beef bones, so you're getting naturally occurring glycine and collagen amino acids in a form that's easy to use every day. No synthetic ingredients, and it's been independently tested and found clean. And that truly matters a lot for those of us with autoimmune conditions who can't afford to add more inflammatory inputs. Supplements are definitely not a one size fits all, especially with autoimmune issues or medications. This is simply a resource worth looking into if you don't have time to simmer your own both bone broth, and really if it makes sense for you. I'll put that link down below in the description if you'd like more information. And this next one is easy to write off as aging, but there's a reason for it that goes deeper than most people realize. Sign number three, your joints feel stiffer than they should, not just first thing in the morning, throughout the day. Like your body isn't bouncing back the way it used to. Here's the direct explanation. Glycine makes up roughly one third of the amino acid content of collagen. Collagen is the structural protein in your joints, tendons, ligaments, and the cartilage that cushions every movement you make. When your body doesn't have enough glycine, collagen repair slows. And after 40, collagen production is already declining on its own. So you're dealing with two pressures at once: aging collagen breakdown and raw material shortage that makes rebuilding so much harder. And here's the part that matters specifically for autoimmune conditions. Autoimmune inflammation can accelerate connective tissue breakdown. So, your need for glycine may actually be higher than average, not lower. This is not your body failing you. This is your body needing more than it's currently getting. Now, this next one is the one I wish someone had explained to me years earlier. Sign number four, your gut is a work in progress. Bloating, food sensitivities that keep expanding, constipation or loose stools that don't seem to follow any pattern, or just general sense that something still isn't right even when you're eating clean. You may have been told it's just IBS or stress, or that you need to try eliminating more foods. But here's what that advice misses. Glycine is a key structural component of the proteins that make up the gut lining itself. When the gut lining is damaged or inflamed, as it often is with autoimmune conditions, your body needs more glycine just to maintain and rebuild that barrier. Glycine also plays a role in bile acid conjugation, which affects how well you digest fat and absorb fat, soluble nutrients like vitamins A, D, E, and K. So, if you're eating well, but still not absorbing well, this is a mechanism worth understanding. Your gut may simply be working with fewer building blocks than it needs. If this video is resonating with you, I also have a free GI inflammation guide that can help you start connecting the dots between your gut symptoms, your inflammation patterns, and what your body may be showing you. I'll leave that link in the description below so you can grab it and start using it alongside what we're covering today. And if you've been told that slow recovery is just part of getting older, I want you to hear this clearly. It may not be. Sign number five, your body is slow to recover. A small cut takes longer to close. A tough workout leaves you sore for days. You push a little harder one week and your body seems to punish you for it. From a functional lens, slow recovery is a signal that the body's repair systems may not have the substrates they need. And glycine is right at the center of that. Glycine is required for the synthesis of heme, the molecule in hemoglobin that carries oxygen to your tissues. It's also required for creatine synthesis, which is the energy your muscles use for repair and rebuilding. And because glycine is central to collagen, even skin level wound healing is partly dependent on having enough glycine available. If your body is already under an autoimmune or inflammatory load, It may be consuming glycine faster than a standard diet replaces it. That's not failure. That's a math problem. And math problems have solutions. This next sign is one that connects everything. And it's the piece I see missed more than almost any other. Sign number 6, your nervous system never fully powers down. Noises feel louder, stress feels bigger, you're exhausted but wired. You finally get to rest and your brain just keeps going. And if you've been told this is just anxiety or stress, listen closely because there may be a biochemical piece happening underneath it. Glycine is inhibitory in the central nervous system. That means it helps quiet neural excitability. It works alongside GABA, your other major calming neurotransmitter, to bring down the nervous system from a state of activation. Now, here's the part that matters specifically for women with chronic inflammation or autoimmune condition. Chronic inflammation drives nervous system dysregulation, and nervous system dysregulation drives more inflammation. It's a loop. And glycine deficiency may be one factor making that loop harder to break. I've had to learn this both as a nurse and as a patient. The body can't regulate what it doesn't have the raw materials to regulate. And this last sign is one I want to reframe for you because most people hear it and think it's about vanity. It's not. Sign number 7, your skin looks older than you feel. The fine lines are deeper than you would expect. A dullness or thinness that wasn't there 5 years ago. Skin that feels fragile or takes longer to bounce back. I'm framing this as a tissue issue, not a beauty issue, because skin changes in women over 40 can be a visible indicator of what's happening in deeper tissues like the gut lining, the joints, the blood vessels. The outside is just the part that you can see. Skin is roughly 70% collagen. Glycine makes up about 1/3 of collagen's amino acid content. So, skin that has lost its structure may be reflecting the same shortage that's affecting your joints and your gut lining. In functional medicine, the skin is treated as a window into systemic health. What you see on the outside is a mirror for what's happening on the inside. So before you go, please comment below and tell me which one of these 7 signs felt most familiar to you. I read every comment, and your answers really help me know what to keep covering here on my channel. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe, and share it with another woman over 40 who has been dealing with inflammation, exhaustion, or symptoms no one seems to have answers for. Sometimes one video can help someone feel a little less alone and a lot more prepared. Remember, your body isn't broken, it's burdened. And when you understand those burdens, you can finally begin supporting your body in the way it's needed all along. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And please take care of yourself because you deserve to feel better. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll see you in the next one.